not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have an announcement. I dyed my hair black. So yes, this is definitely a lot blacker. I did box dye. I know you're not supposed to, but it's kind of what I've done my whole life before doing the balayage that I did in the last 2 years that I've been working on. So I always did black box dye. My hair was actually super healthy that way. I know a lot of people don't recommend box dye, that's super unhealthy, but I never had issues with it. I use the Revlon Color Stay, and it's honestly one of the better, in my opinion, for my hair. My hair actually always felt healthier after I did it. So after I dyed my hair would feel healthier than before when I didn't dye my hair, or before I had dyed my hair. So it adds like some kind of like silky conditioning or something to it. So it always felt nicer. Right now, I'm not getting the same result only because I think I had so much bleach and my ends are still pretty bad, obviously. Like, no matter how much dye I put over it, the breakage is still going to be there from the blonde. So that is what we're dealing with. So I have new black hair. I'm not loving it. It's quite the change. I would have preferred to had like brown. Oh yeah, I was going back to the box dye thing. So I bought a soft black, natural black box dye, and I also bought like a brown that's really, really close to my hair, my natural hair color is like super, you can't see it because I dyed it obviously, but I have a very deep neutral brown natural hair color, so I mixed those two to kind of meet in the middle, and this looks like a blue black. This looks really, really intense. So this is not like a natural black in my opinion, but I mean it is what it is. It's what I have now. So I'm thinking about getting two. Oh, I also ran out right here at the top. I ran out of hair dye, so I don't think you guys can see it. Maybe you guys can. In the sun, you can really, really see it. I still have a lot of like little, like I guess like little highlights that show through a little bit. It's not so much the color that shows through. It's just the that it's not black versus the rest of my hair that is super black because I did run out of the hair dye. Like the undertone is peeking through a little bit, the warmth. So I'm thinking about getting 2 boxes of brown, like my neutral. I used 2 boxes and I ran out, but right now I feel like I saturated a lot of my hair because I was really trying to get rid of the blonde and the ombre that I had going on. So now my idea would be to get 2 brown box dyes and then just kind of comb it through a little bit to kind of take down the darkness that I got going on because it's so black. So black. So black. Anyways, now for that really long intro, let's go ahead and get started. As you guys can tell, I'm trying to do better about looking straight at the camera and not looking at myself. It's been, I guess, something somebody has pointed out to me, which I'm so sorry. I feel like weird talking into a black spot versus at least like, I don't know, talking to myself, which is the angle you kind of always see. This is me talking to myself essentially, like me looking at myself, me talking to myself. But one of my followers mentioned that she felt like a disconnect, like you were watching me have a conversation with somebody else versus me having a conversation with you guys. And I don't want my experience or your experience with me to be like that. I want it to be like I am talking to you guys, because that's what I want to be, talking to you guys. I don't want to be in a room talking to myself, even though that's literally what I am doing. I am literally talking to myself. But I want it to be more of you and I versus me and me, and you're just watching me and me. So jumping on in, I have a lot of newer products I've been wanting to try for a little bit. They're right here in front of me. So I have some BH primers and setting sprays. I have, these are not new, but I just got my hands on these because they just did a restock recently. And then I have the, the Rare Beauty blushes, the eyeshadow, yeah, another blush. I have this Maybelline BB Cream that I want to try again. This is old, but I've heard Jessica Braun really talk about this, I think it was Jessica Braun, and really be loving this. And I remember I used to love this for a very, very, very long time, so I want to try this again. And I haven't gotten a chance to try this M Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. It's so tiny, I thought it was bigger. It is really like a tiny compact, so yeah, that's what that looks like. It looks so pretty. Just exactly, I want to feel a little springy today, so that's what we're going to be doing. So if you that interests you, just keep on watching. Okay, so for primer, we're going to do the, like I said, the BH Cosmetics Paradise Prime Mattifying Primer. I already opened this. I haven't tried it though yet. I just wanted to see what it looked like. It's just a little standard squeezy tube, which is really cute. I love the packaging. It is cute. Cute. It is, oh, I thought it was going to be sealed. It's not sealed. Oh, too late now. It feels like, it looks like, I don't know what it feels like yet. It looks like it's going to be a little bit pore filling. Like it has that silicone-y look to it, but who knows if it has that silicone feel. Oh, yep, it is. It's a little, feels a little solid. Okay. It has a slight coconut scent to it. I am noticing that. It's very, very slight though. It's not overpowering. I could smell it when I got it on my nose for the most part. I can still smell it on my fingers, but can't smell it anymore. So that's nice. It really absorbed really quickly. I thought it was going to be a little skin smoothening. It doesn't claim to be skin smoothening, but when I first put it on my hand and then when I blended it out on my skin, it felt like it had that texture, like that smoothening texture. But actually, after blending it into my skin, I don't feel so much the smoothening. I do feel like a slight softness, but I don't feel like any kind of pore filling benefits or anything like that. It just is really nice and really mattifying, which is exactly what it says it is. So let's hope that helps. Now for the Maybelline, this is the old Maybelline Dream BB Fresh Skin Hydrating Balm. I got mine in the shade light medium. I don't know if that's going to be a good shade for me. That's what the old shade I used to use. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I don't know how to do this. Oh gosh. Plastic stayed on it. That's weird. Okay. The plastic didn't come off. I put it on the back of my hand. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go. It's close to my skin tone, but definitely seems to have like a peach undertone to it. Maybe. Ooh, it feels a little heavy. A little like a little thick. I don't know if I'm gonna like that. I mean, it's pretty sheer. Like a tinted moisturizer. Oh gosh. Well. Maybe for someone who doesn't have a lot to cover up, this would be great, but I have a lot to cover up. And this is not, that was a lot. It didn't do anything for me. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm not doing that. Okay, let me see what foundation I want to layer on top of this. Oh gosh. I don't want to layer. Okay, let me do Let me do my Catrice. This is like super duper light and that felt really heavy. Now on the skin, it doesn't feel heavy at all now that I blended it out, but I feel like I put a lot on and it didn't do anything. So I'm gonna do only one pump of this Catrice True Skin. This is the newest one I've tried. I'm still trying to work an opinion on it. So far, I like it though. It just, one thing to note, I just remembered, it looks super light on my skin, but it oxidizes all day long. Like it gets darker and darker and darker and darker, so while it looks light on me now, it actually looks better later, but it continues to oxidize, so. I mean, I don't remember at what point it was just too dark for me because I was at work and wearing a mask anyway, so I mean, it's not like anyone noticed, but. And then I wore like a long sleeve and I went up to here, it was like a crew neck, so I really don't think anyone could have noticed, but in real life, people are gonna notice if your foundation doesn't match and it's oxidizing on your skin. But other than the oxidation, I really did like this foundation. It's really, really nice. Like it's super, super nice. I really like this. And it has like a decent shade range. I wouldn't say it's anything crazy or exciting or doesn't have like 50 shades, but I think it had like 30. Like 30 shades. I don't know. It looked good, like a good shade range to me. I honestly can't remember though. I think it was pretty good. Okay, now do I have any new concealers? I do not. So I'm going to continue to use, where is it? Oh, my Kaja concealer. I've been loving this one. So good. So underhyped and underrated. Oh, no. I've been wanting to use this Becca under eye brightening and I just went in with concealer, so gotta save that one for another video. I keep forgetting about it and I haven't gotten a chance to try it. I really want to try it though. I do a little bit on my forehead, a little bit on my nose, a little bit on my chin. Okay. Let that sit there for a second. I love the undertone of this one. I got the shade Waffles and it's so good for me. I feel like I wish other brands had this shade. Like I need every brand ever to copy this shade. This is like perfect for me. It's the right amount of like brightening and like neutral like undertone. It's perfect. I'm gonna blend it out now. Is it creepy that I look at you guys? Probably better not to like look at you guys when I'm blending. Probably weird. I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it like everything. I'm gonna do the tops. Whatever's left over on my sponge, just my eyelids to kind of even them out. I love it. Okay. I love that concealer. I think it's so, so good. Okay. I have been super excited about these for a hot minute. Okay. These are the Rare Beauty cream blushes. This is the Stay Vulnerable Melting Blush. I have the shade Nearly Neutral, which looks like this. It comes like in a little egg container, which I think is so cute. And look at that. It looks really pretty. That's a really pretty, like, neutral shade. I also got the shade Nearly Apricot, and I think that's the shade I'm going to use today just because I got the Nearly Apricot eyeshadow thingy, and I also, the M Cosmetics palette looks a little more peachy, so I'm going to try and do like a more monochromatic sort of situation. So let's grab a clean brush. Grab this one by e.l.f. and it's just a stippling brush. Let's just dip into here. Let's just go on in. Oof. I didn't like the Rare Beauty liquid blushes. I thought they were way too intense, but when I saw that she was coming out with cream blushes, I'm like, ooh, that, like, you can't go wrong with a cream blush. I feel like that'll be more up my alley. And maybe it is. Because so far, I'm liking this better. It's still pretty intense, but I mean, I could have just picked up too much. I just need to learn a little bit. I have the cream blushes I'm used to are a little more sheer in my opinion, so this one, like used to like super sheer ones, but this is like to me so much easier to work with, like versus the powder ones that, I'm sorry, the liquid ones she came out with. So yeah, that's super easy to work out with. Actually, yeah, they're not. I wouldn't consider this sheer. This is just about as easy to work with as everything else. I was just overthinking it a little bit, but definitely a good mix. I like it. I'm gonna intensify the back over here. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Love it. I love it. I don't care. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off a little bit of the concealer because I forgot that I was using the cream eyeshadow or liquid eyeshadow. So, okay, now I'm gonna use. Should I set my face? Do I have anything? I don't have any powder. So I'm just. What is this? Okay. I'm just gonna use this number 7 triple action finishing powder in the shade light medium. I'm still trying to figure out my opinion on this, so bear with me while I feel like powders kind of take a while, like especially right now, because since we're wearing masks, I feel like makeup wears completely different than it normally would. Like my usual like would not budge makeup is budging a little bit, you know, like fading and wearing off, and it's just like because of the masks. Like, you know, I don't judge makeup by like how they hold up to a mask, because that's not normal life. Like it is right now for us, but it's not normal. I want to base what I believe is a good product in a normal circumstance. So I'm not judging them based on the masks. So this powder has been hard to judge, but I don't remember myself being super oily yesterday. So, I mean, it might be a really good powder, because I really don't remember being excessively oily or having any more transfer than normal in my mask for my foundation and stuff. So it might be a really good powder. I mean, it's super nice like right now. Like it looks like I got a little bit more flawless, but I didn't get powdery, and like in person I don't look powdery. I just look more matte, and like my foundation doesn't look wet or anything like that. So I lost the wetness. So this is the, I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, this is a lip balm. I got the Nearly Apricot eyeshadow. I'm a little nervous about this. I've never used a liquid eyeshadow other than like glitters and shimmers. So Nearly Apricot was a shade that I got. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit right here. Tiny bit right there. Just nice and even, like just the outer half. Because we are gonna go into the M Cosmetics. And then I'm going to use this ColourPop E2 to kind of try and blend this out. It's looking cute. I don't think it was worth, I don't know, it was $16 or $18 I paid for it, but I mean, it's cute. It's not bad. It's not messy or gloppy. Let's see how it builds. I'm going to drop it right here. I'm going to add more now to kind of see how it builds up. I really want this to be more deep and more intense on the outer V, of course, like any normal eyeshadow look. I'm kind of like going ham a little bit more, because that blended super easily. Come back in with that same brush. Just trying to build this up a little bit. That is really, really pretty. But I don't think it's worth either the hype or the money. Like, I just got the same look a matte shadow would have given me in a palette that I probably have. I have this shade probably like 10 times over because I love peachy, apricot, salmon shades. Like these are my colors. So I have this already. So I mean, I wouldn't even wear this as a one and done. I know some people are talking like that, but I mean, I wouldn't. I think it looks cute, but I guess I could wear this as a one and done, but it's just not my style, so it's really not worth it to me to wear it that way. So now we have a really nice base for the star of the show, the M Cosmetics. I know it's not going to be a fair judgment because I'm putting it on top of a liquid shadow, so I wish it was easier to open this. That's all I gotta say about that, but I think it looks really, really good. Sorry, I saw my little eyebrow hairs and I need to pluck my brows. They're pretty bad. Alright, so in here, I'm gonna go into this deepest shade right here. Try to deepen this outer corner just a little bit more. And then same on the other eye. Yeah, that's better. But I like that I'm going over on top and I'm not having any kind of like dragging or patchiness or anything like that. So this eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow, works really, really good with other eyeshadows, which is really important to know. Because you don't want it to, like, I guess, be a one and done. That's the only thing you can do with it, you know. So that really deepened the outer V, and I really like how it turned out. It looks really, really pretty. These are my colors. I don't want to do like a really simple look, but I really like my simple looks. I live for these shades and just doing like a really nude look, but I'm going to go into the brown, see if I can deepen out this V right here. It's really not deeper, it's more of just a different tone, but I'm going to see if it can like add a little bit of depth, but I don't know if it is. Just want a little bit more depth in this outer V section. It is adding a little bit, though. Not a lot. Oh wait, I need to also do, I grabbed this pink right here that I've not used. I'm gonna run that right here. I didn't clean off my brush, so if there's a little bit of brown left, whatever, it should mix. Give me a nice diffused blend. Oh, I got my eye that time. Alright, and now with my finger, I'm just going to dip into, I don't know, all these shades look really, really pretty. What do you guys think? I'm kidding. I think I'm going to go with this neutral one because I feel like the peachiness is really, really loud. It is like intense peachy, and I really diffuse it kind of high, so let's go in with this more neutral shade. Like a bronzy pink peach shade, so. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. That is so pretty. Kind of finally understand the hype behind this palette. I love ColourPop's Baby Got Peach. It's my favorite palette, and this is kind of really similar, but it has, I want to say, this brown, like, I feel like the Baby Got Peach doesn't have like a neutral shade, and this one does, and it has this neutral gold, and like, I guess like minus Baby Got Peach is like minus these two shades, and like the peachy ones it still has like these two, like that, you know. It's just like an all peachy, and this one's a little more neutral. You can make it a little more neutral at least, and it's not only a peach palette, so that is super duper pretty. Okay, a little low with the shimmer, which is okay. I can fix that with a sponge. Whew. Now to fill in my brows, I'm just going to use my normal 808 Studios. I hope this still works for me since I dyed my hair. I think it'll work better now that my hair is dark, because this pencil was too dark for me anyway, so I feel like now I can go overboard and it won't matter because it'll match me better anyways. There we go. Oh my gosh, I'm having like who is that? Like moment when I see myself in the mirror right now after dyeing my hair, after being like having a balayage, like a blonde balayage for the last 2 years, so it's a little intense. It's a little culture shocky for me, but it's not the worst thing to happen, you know, so I just need to get used to it. It's gonna take me a minute for sure. Now I just take a brow brush and I just kind of blend out my lines. No hard edges. And there you go. There's my brows. They're blended. No, they are not. I'm sorry, I said, are they blended? They're blended. They're just not even. I meant, are they even? I think those are a little more even. This one is a little further in. There we go. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. Now I'm gonna use my NYX Control Freak brow mascara, brow gel, whatever. I love this, my favorite. It's not like super hairspray, which I love. It's just a really nice light formula. It holds but doesn't feel crunchy, so that's all I want. I want a nice hold. I don't want crunchy. Crunchy, crispy, crunchy. Okay, now for my eyes. For my eyes, I'm going to take my Persona liner, my brown liner. I'm going to run it right here. I need something smaller than that. That's not. Need something a little closer to me. And oh, that looks so good. I love this liner. It looks, is this black? This looks black. No, it's brown. I think it looks, it looks black. It looks super dark. I used it yesterday too, and it looks really, really dark. That's fine though. I like a dark brown. So now I'm gonna take a little liner brush. Let me take this one. This one's from Tarte. Kind of try and smudge it and sharpen the edge. Kind of bring this more to a point. Smoothen the lines. Let's try and do that with the other side. I just want a nice, like, little fine point. Not very good at this. I've never used a brush. I always just use the liner applicator. And I feel like my liner is getting bigger every time. Not very good at this. There we go. This eye doesn't match that alley though. That's funny. That happens. You guys know the feeling. Okay. Okay, let me try and get this to match. Because this, oh my gosh. How do you guys use liner brushes? Jesus. This is the worst. Maybe you use better brushes than I do, maybe? Okay, there we go. This is as close as I'm gonna get it to match. That one's super long. Nope. Let me try one more time. I'm losing patience with myself. Let me just get this one a little bit more even. There we go. I don't know. Just give up on that. Just give up on it. Okay. I'm gonna use my eyelash. So I applied some mascara. I just used my Thrive Cosmetics lash extensions. I didn't focus on getting them to be built up or anything because today I'm going to be using lashes. And the lashes I'm going to be using are these from Poppy Ivy. I got these from Burlington. It's like a weird off-brand. They're only $5 and I really love this style. These are the style Serafina, which I think are super, super pretty. And they look really, really nice on me. They're a little intense, but I don't know. I feel like I need something to kind of go with all the pinkiness and kind of break up all the cutesy stuff. So get this, get it pinched in. I already have lash glue applied and everything. I need complete silence and focus. Where's the noise gonna come from? My dogs? Probably. They've actually been very quiet, which is a pleasant surprise. Oh my gosh, it's so on the inside. There we go. Let me pull it out a little bit. There we go. It was just so much onto the inside of it. I thought it looked funny. The inside of my eye, I meant. So I needed to pull it away just to kind of make it go better. I'm trying to explain. I started way too inwards is what I was saying. So I think it's good now. So now that I kind of tugged at it. Oh no. No. I pulled on it too hard. I lifted it where it was still setting down. So, okay. Focus, focus. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, there we go. That one went down way nicer. I hate that. I hate when one eye cooperates so nicely and just the other one is just like, nope. We don't like you. Why are you like this? I just want it all to cooperate and look good, so. So this one looks like it's a little down here, which I don't like, but. I just take my lash tweezers, which have this really unique shape to where I can kind of, oh, it has silicone, so I can't really pinch myself too hard, which I like. And I just kind of pinch my natural lash with my fake lashes together. So you don't see any kind of gapping or anything like that. Just a little lash technique. Oh gosh, that felt weird. Okay. So there is that, and that kind of just helps reduce the gapping and the darkness and any kind of things that would make your lashes look not as natural. Obviously there's nothing natural about these, but anything that would make them look super fake. Okay, now for lips, I don't have any kind of new lip liner, so I am just going to use any lip liner. I'm going to use my Field Day from ColourPop. Actually, this one is new. This shade is new. specifically. It's, yeah, the shade Field Day. I can't remember what collection this is from. Oh, it was from the Poppy collection they had earlier this year. Or last, I'm sorry. Pay attention, Denise. Pay attention. Okay. I'm doing things a little bit out of order today, which is fine. I'm like, why do I look so washed out, you know? So, because I haven't put bronzer on, that's why. My lip line does not look great today, but it'll have to do. I'm a little overboard a few times. Now for lips, I want to use the Nearly Apricot gloss. So yes, from Rare Beauty again. Such cute packaging. The apricot one looks really pink and totally not apricot like, but let's just go with it. Maybe on the lips it'll look way more. Okay, that looks clear. Okay, that's not. There's like no pigment to this. That feels very weird. This has the same feeling as her soft lip souffle matte lipstick thing, but in a creamy gloss. It feels so silicone-y, like so smoothing, so thick. That is crazy. That's a really interesting feeling. I feel like the color you're seeing right now is the Field Day lip liner. Let's just go ahead and swatch these because I want to show you. So this is my bare hand. Let me use the Field Day color right there. So that's Field Day. The lip liner I used. Should just swatch this by itself. And then this is the Nearly Apricot gloss. So yeah, it's essentially just sheer. It's like, so the color you're seeing on my lips is most likely the lip liner I used. So that's unfortunate. If I would have known they were sheer, I would have only bought one instead of buying two. So since I'm technically on a lip no buy. But anyways, let's not talk about that today. Okay, so I'm obviously missing bronzer and it's kind of bothering me. So for bronzer, I don't have a new bronzer. Oh wait, yes I do. Okay, I lied. Okay, I got the Belgian Waffle palette from, this is why everything was out of order. Okay, so BH Cosmetics. This is an old release, but I finally got my hands on it because it was sold out for a while. Every time I wanted to buy it, it was sold out. And yeah, so yeah. I was supposed to, I don't know what I was doing. I was like, wait a minute. I also got the ice cream shop. Oh gosh. Just made a mess, guys. I dug my hand into this palette. Look. It's a whole mess. Let's use this bronzer. So I'm going to grab my bronzer brush. And then obviously the shade is way too light for me as a bronzer. So I'm going to mix these two. These two even look a little light, but let's just mix them. Let's see. I feel like I need more blush. Like after I set my face and after I blended other things on top, you know, I feel like my blush kind of disappeared. Like not super disappeared. Like I feel like I can still barely see it. But I like my blush to be a little more intense, so I think I need, next time I need to like really build it up before I set my face. So let me just show you my hair dye lines. I have a lot of them. So the bronzer is a little light in my opinion. It's not like, I feel like it works for me right now, but I don't know how it would work for me in the like summer just because it is really light. I did mix two shades. So I guess in the summer I can use this deep shade, and then, you know, right now I can mix these two, like in the winter time. But yeah, I feel like they could have gotten deeper with these. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. It's not right. Especially when you have like 3 shades to play with. How is this one even a bronzer? Is this a bronzer? It's supposedly a bronzer. Who's this a bronzer for? Like, no one can pull this off. This is way too light. Yeah, no. I feel like this should have been the lightest. Scoot over, and they should have gone one deeper. Like, but like really deep. Yeah, like lightest. Make this one a little bit darker, and then a darker one. Like, I don't know what buttermilk was supposed to do. Alright, I'm going to dip into these two now. These two different highlights. Oh my gosh, of course. Of course. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So one thing BH can do is highlights. They're just melting into my skin. Okay. I'm going to use a lighter one for my nose. I'm not going to put the deeper one on my nose. Whatever's left on my brush, I do like right here in my forehead area, just to bring some lightness over there. Oh goodness, this is looking so good. Ooh, just would you look at that? And it looks really, really pretty. I do feel like my blush is a little toned down. It's clearly my fault that the Rare Beauty one doesn't look as bright. Like, obviously next time I can build this up more, knowing that like it really diffuses like all liquid blushes. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was just really, really scared when I first saw that, like that intense pigmentation, and I over blended it out. So instead, right now I'm gonna go over it with this M Cosmetics Faded Clementine. This looks like such a beautiful shade. Like, look at that. Oh, that looks like right up my alley and really perfect for this look. So I've been dying to want to use this, so that's what we're going to use today. So that's just, it looks so pretty. I haven't used this and I've been wanting to use it, so sounds like a perfect day. Really want to see. So yeah, it's highlighting my acne spots and scarring a little bit more, but I think that's just like all blushes, honestly, especially since I used a very light amount of foundation. Wow, that is intense and beautiful, just like I like it. Okay, let's just need a little bit more blush that is super pigmented. So I'm going to grab my powder brush that I was using earlier, and I'm just going to blend out the areas, the edges, the edges of where my blush went. So, whew, that is that. And now I think we're close to the end. I'm all done. I just need to set my face, and for that I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics, again, mattifying setting spray. This is also new, along with the primer. This looks so good, guys. So good. That smells so good. It smells like beachy and fruity and so fruity. I like that. I like that scent. So, whew. I like a little intense, I'm sure. Oh, that's really sprayed everywhere, didn't it? Wow, that is so pretty. I love today's look. This is like, if I could do one look every day, it would be this or a bronze look. Just like a brown bronze or a peach look. Honestly, I think I would probably lean towards peach, but this would be my everyday look forever if I could do one look, one color. So I love this like monochromatic moment. It's a very peachy, very springtime, because I'm so ready for the springtime. So alright guys, so let's go over some things really quick. This primer, where'd the primer go? Oh gosh, let me find it. Okay, so the BH primer, so far so good. Obviously, I don't know enough about it in a few minutes that I've been wearing this. After I put the foundation on, it looked really, really good and really, really matte as well, but the foundation is also pretty matte. So I'll keep you guys posted on this. I'll try to leave something in the description box for you. But yeah, so far I kind of like that. Like it's nice. It's not like I don't love it yet, but I hope that it does mattify my skin, because then I will enjoy it on the long run. This Maybelline Bb Cream, no. This is like, I only recommend this if you like sheer like tinted moisturizers and like no coverage. So it's a no. And this is still growing on me. I should have used 2 pumps to kind of help with the texture and the color over here, but I mentioned that in my last video, so I just want to go over. I am enjoying that so far. The blushes, again, like I like these. I really, really enjoy the pigmentation and the blendability, and they seemed really, really easy to blend out. I feel like there's a little bit of learning curve, just like her last liquid ones. I feel like some cream blushes are like foolproof. Where is my favorite one? Okay, like there it is. Like, I'm so sorry. Like the Flower Beauty Blush Balm, like these are foolproof. They're so easy to work with. There is no learning curve. They're pigmented but easy to blend. It's really great. So perfect, easy to use. For whatever reason, I feel like Rare Beauty doesn't really make as user-friendly products, and for as expensive as they are, I really wish they were easier to use and kind of play around with. But I do definitely like these way better than her liquid blushes. I thought those were super intense, super hard to blend out, just too pigmented, like impossible to work with. So, next. I don't remember where I'm at. Oh, the M Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. I love this already. It's just my color story. It was so easy to work with over, the Rare Beauty liquid blush, which is also really, really good. But I don't know how much I will get, how much use I will get out of this. But of course, matte shadows, so beautiful. The shimmer was, again, gorgeous. So beautiful. I absolutely love this. I'm obsessed. I wish, it wasn't so expensive and that you got more product, but I mean, it's breathtaking and totally worth it. This blush from M Cosmetics, the Faded Clementine, just came in and saved the day. Very, very pretty. The BH Belgian Waffle. I don't recommend this if you're deeper than me. I don't feel like you're going to get any use out of this other than maybe the highlights, but honestly, it's not really worth it just for the highlights. Everything is super beautiful. The bronzer was nice. The highlights were spectacular as expected from BH. BH makes some beautiful highlights. So just that to say about that. Wait a minute. Okay. The Rare Beauty gloss. It's a weird, interesting texture, but you get used to it and it kind of fades a little bit. Now I don't feel as much as that silicone-y, like slippery feeling. But they're super sheer, so I would just go with one color. Just get the one that you think you would get the most use out of. They're pretty sheer. Meh, whatever. And then the BH setting spray. I love the scent. It melted my skin very nicely, but kind of like the primer. I'm gonna have to get back with you guys on these to see how they hold up. But it doesn't have fragrance, so if you are sensitive to fragrance, obviously don't pick this up. But it smells so good. So good. I wish they would make this like a spray, a body spray or something, because it smells so good. But yeah, if you're sensitive to fragrance, don't get it. I can't smell it on me or anything anymore. It doesn't linger. So if you have like a smell sensitivity, I think it's fine. It fades pretty quickly. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's everything, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Give it a big thumbs up if you did, and I will see you guys in my next one.